Stormstruck. All right, guys, fire this thing up.
My name's Ashley. I'm going to be your stormologist today. Just a few reminders, please no eating, drinking, or flash photography inside our severe weather replicator. Also, make sure everyone has a pair of those safety glasses, but please refrain from putting them on until you are safely seated inside the theater. I'm going to go make sure all the debris is cleaned up from the last storm. I'll be back in just a moment to see you by party. Wait right here. Okay everyone, welcome to the Storm Application Center. Again, my name is Ashley. I'll be your stormologist. Our storm experts have created a custom storm just for you. And the forecast is calling for some intense winds, heavy rain, and a few little surprises. During the storm, we're going to be watching to see how well two typical homes stand up to the weather. Now, it's about to get nasty out there, so go ahead, put on those safety glasses. I hope everyone's ready to be storm struck. Good luck! We can't be better prepared for the storm. I bet we can repair these homes and make them even stronger before it returns. Using our personal Mighty Mitigator units, we are going to complete 8 tasks. Each task involves 2 choices. As I explain each one, your screen will display information about the choice. Choose the one you think will work the best. Vote by selecting the appropriate flashing button beneath your screen. Each task is timed, so make your decisions quickly. Once all of the votes are in, we'll be able to see the results right in front of us. Oh, and if there's a tie, I get to be the tiebreaker. So now that all of this debris is cleaned up, let's get busy. Let's start with something to keep the rain off of our heads. On your control screen, you'll see the 2 most typical styles of roof. Choice A is a gable, choice B is a hip. Both look like they would do a fine job at keeping the rain out, but which do you think would hold up better in high winds? 2, 1. The votes are locked. The majority says the hip roof. A very stylish choice. Now our second task is to cover that roof to protect it from the elements. Should we use solid tiles or wind-resistant asphalt shingles? Asphalt shingles are the most common type of covering, with tiles being second in popularity. Which do you think would hold up better in high winds, rain, and don't forget, sleet and hail? And we're going with asphalt shingles, the popular choice. Now, what's next? We need something to hold that new roof down, so let's see. We could use nails to attach the roof rafters to the tops of the walls. Maybe some bolts to hold it all to the foundation. That's choice A. Choice B is using metal connectors, like straps and clips. If you think that these would do a better job at holding everything together, go ahead and choose B. And the majority says metal connectors like straps and clips. Seems like a strong choice to me. How about we get that garage door closed up? Is one large garage door good enough, or would 2 smaller ones be better? I wonder if it even makes a difference. You decide. Choice A is for 1 large door. Choice B is for 2 smaller doors. Looks like the majority thinks that 2 will be better than 1. We'll soon find out if you're right. Now, when I was a kid, my mom always told me to leave the windows open in case of a tornado. Something about equalizing the air pressure. That does not sound good. I wonder if we should. You decide. If you think that we should keep the windows shut, choose A. If you think that it might be safer to leave them open a little bit, like my mom said, go ahead and choose B. Well, it looks like most of you are going to ignore my mother's advice and close the windows. Well, I certainly hope you know what you're doing. Now, it seems like our neighbors need a new set of French doors, so why don't we help them out? We have two choices. A, we could have the doors swing outwards towards the exterior, or B, we could have the doors swing in towards the interior. I wonder if it really even matters. It's your decision. And we're going to have those doors swinging outwards. Now, great job so far. We're not quite ready for the parade of homes just yet. We lost a lot of landscaping in that last storm, so let's see if we can plant some trees that'll better stand up to the weather. Choice A is for the strong southern magnolia. Choice B is for the sand pine, which is a tree native to the area. Which do you think would hold up better in severe weather? And we're going with the sand pine. A very handsome choice. Whoa. I wish trees grew that quickly at my house. Now, I think we have time for one last task before that storm hits again. Should we use our last few moments to tape up the windows with heavy-duty duct tape to protect against flying objects? Or B, should we just forget about the tape and head for the hills? You decide, but vote quickly. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we're gonna tape those windows. I hope you're right, and I hope we're ready, because we are about to get hit again. To put your choices to the test. So, let's see how you did. The roof is the part of your home that takes most of the beating in severe weather, so how about we start there? Looks like your hip roof was a great choice. Stood up to the storm. The hip's aerodynamic shape generally does better in high winds. The gable roof gives the wind much too large of an area to push up against. If you have a gable roof, you can make it stronger by adding bracing in the attic, but if you have a choice, remember, it's hip to choose hip. We lost a fair number of shingles in that last storm, but either covering would have done a fine job. The key is how they are attached. Make sure your roofer uses the correct number of nails for shingles and screws for tiles. Shingles held on with too few nails or tiles held on with mortar and glue alone will not withstand high winds, which means water damage to your house, not to mention the damage flying tiles will do to your neighbors. You all played it safe with metal connectors like straps and clips, another great choice. Nails can be great for holding things together, but high winds can create forces which will pop a nail right out. Metal connectors better withstand these forces by creating a strong, continuous connection from roof to foundation. No matter where you live, metal connectors can be an important safeguard against wind damage. Seems like the two garage doors definitely stood up to the storm. Another great choice. Garage doors can be a favorite target for high winds. The larger the flat surface area, the harder it is to resist the wind's forces, so generally 2 doors are stronger than 1. Make sure to choose a garage door with a high wind or impact rating, and if you have 1 large door, consider adding some bracing on the inside for added strength. Now, I hate to say it, but Mom was definitely wrong about this one. Leaving your windows open will just get you all wet, and it makes it easy for wind to get inside of your home and do some real damage. So keep them shut. Regularly check the frames to make sure they're tight, and if you're replacing your windows, consider the added protection of impact-resistant glass. Now, your neighbors are in for a bit of a surprise when they get home, but at least they'll thank you about the doors. They stood strong. Doors that swing out towards the exterior use the frame as added muscle against high winds. Doors are often overlooked, and they can be one of the weakest points in your home. If your door fails, that means wind and water inside the house, which are 2 house guests I'm sure you can do without. Looks like we're going to need to plant some new trees. Trees with strong trunks and deep root systems like the magnolia generally do better in severe weather. No matter what tree you choose, make sure to plant it far enough away from your house so if it does fall, it won't land in the living room. And keep them tidy. Dead and weak branches are the first to go once a storm hits. It seems like that duct tape didn't help us out too much. High winds can turn even the smallest objects into destructive missiles, which no amount of tape can stop. Instead, it's better to spend those last few moments before a storm securing possible projectiles. So bring in your lawn furniture, grills, garbage cans, and pets. And if you live in a designated high wind zone, consider getting some improved storm shutters. Alright, so let's see how you guys did. 6 out of 8. Pretty impressive for first-time stormologists. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. Whether you're building a new home or just making improvements to an existing one, you can always be better prepared for the weather. Flash, the Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, Renaissance Re, Simpson Strong Tie, and State Farm are all working together to make sure that the latest information in weatherproofing your home is readily available. You can check out their efforts right outside in our Weather Research Center. No matter where you live, you can always be better prepared for the weather. Make sure to check out Weather Safe at your address for tips that are specific to regions across the United States. You can also send free personalized postcards via email over there. So on behalf of Flash, the Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, and all of their partners, we sincerely hope that you are better prepared the next time you're storm struck. Go ahead, take a few seconds to gather your personal belongings before that storm hits us again. Don't forget to deposit your safety glasses in the designated bin right outside and enjoy the rest of your day at Epcot.